If you're a German speaker and an avid user of social media, you may have seen this newspaper report about an argument between the owner of a pet food shop and the owner of a vegan snack bar in Berlin. An argument that got hilariously out of control. I've seen it several times. According to the story, the two people started off by hurling insults at each other. Then the pet food lady set her dog on the vegan man, who escaped by climbing up a tree. He called the police but dropped his phone, which the dog immediately swallowed. The lady then called the police, claiming that he had poisoned her dog. Meanwhile, the police called the man back and the phone rang inside the dog's belly. Ironically, his ringtone was a track by Meatloaf. By the time the police arrived, the pet food lady was throwing pig's noses and dog treats at the vegan man. This understandably went viral in Germany, much to the surprise of the staff of the snack bar. In fact, they were forced to publish a notice on their website explaining that this was fake news. Nothing like this had ever happened, and in fact, they were very good friends with the people at the pet food shop. As fake news goes, it's not very good fake news. There are lots of very obvious signs that it's not true. First, why take a photograph of a printed newspaper when you could just link to the story online? And have you noticed how old-fashioned the newspaper looks? It's supposed to be the Berliner Zeitung, but this is what the real Berliner Zeitung looks like. The article prints some of the insults that were allegedly actually used, and they're not exactly the kind of words that you would normally expect to see printed in a newspaper. Also, if you look carefully, you can see part of another column, and that is very clearly written in English. My wife did some research and found a website where you can make your own fake news story. I've put a link in the video description. That is clearly where the image came from, and it's meant to be just a bit of fun. The site does ask you not to use the name of a real newspaper. And a bit of fun was how the whole story started. It wasn't a deliberate attempt to create fake news or to slander anyone. It was a private joke. At first. It started with a man called Jens Klaassen, deputy editor-in-chief of a health magazine. Horrified at what he had unleashed upon the world, he went to the snack bar's Facebook page to apologise. Apparently, he wanted to give his girlfriend, a regular customer of the pet food shop, a bit of a giggle, which he absolutely did. She, herself a writer called Kalina Moore, who has worked for the likes of Spiegel Online, found it hilarious enough to tweet it to all 11,000 of her followers. And the story hit the German-speaking internet. Frau Moore appears to be very surprised that so many people took it seriously. As for Herr Klaassen, he will just have to hope that his grovelling apology is enough for him to be able to eat at that snack bar ever again. He has said that if he'd had any idea what would happen, he would never have mentioned the establishments by name. Still, at least it wasn't deliberate fake news, and maybe the snack bar and the pet food shop will get some free publicity out of it. But even so, if you're not sure that what you're sharing is true, it might not be true. In other words, think before you clink. I know! Will you think of a better rhyme? Thanks for watching. If you'd like to send me a postcard, here's the address. And don't forget to visit my website and follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Also, if you'd like access to special bonus content and help with the costs of running this channel, please consider making a small monthly donation on Patreon.